replacing it with something. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We're live, apparently. Hangouts on Air is going away August 1st. So here we are. Welcome, patrons, to this. We're going to be doing Star Trek trivia. You guys are familiar. I'm joined by Andrew, Christian, and Nick. Guys, how are you?
Excellent.
Hello.
I'm good.
So we're going to be doing a new game. We used to do the old Star Trek trivia game where I would just sort of randomly ask questions. The first person that gets to 15 would win. We're going to be doing this Star Trek trivia game, silver one. There's a picture on the Discord. It's basically got little trivia cards. You're going to be moving ships around on a board. If I had another camera, this would work well. Basically like Trivial Pursuit, collecting little colored pieces. When you collect a piece from every single series, the game ends, and that's it. I'm going to have to explain what the pieces are as we move around. It'll seem a lot like the other game where I'm just kind of asking trivia questions, but I am moving pieces on the board, and we will see how well this compares to the other things. The big difference, according to this game, if you get the question right, you keep going until you get it wrong. So,
same way as in like Seen It.
Yeah, Trivial Pursuit's the same exact thing. I'm pretty sure Trivial Pursuit is the same. So we'll see how it goes. We're playing the hard version, which is these are all multiple choice cards, but I'm not going to read multiple choice to you guys. You just have to know what it is because the questions are easier. So who wants to be the Defiant? All right, Nick's the Defiant. Voyager?
For my wife, I'll be Voyager.
All right, so Andrew's Voyager, and then Christian, you're the original Enterprise.
That's what I wanted, so I'm good with it.
All right.
Is that pre-refit or post-refit Enterprise?
Pre-refit.
This is the TV show. All right. I'm ready if you guys are. Let's what the hell is the dice? Here it is. All right, so I'm gonna roll dice. So Andrew, you're on my screen first. You got a 3. High roll goes first. Christian got a 1. Nick got a 1. So Andrew goes first with a 3. And you said you're Voyager, right? So you move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. You got a next generation tricorder question. How did the Q continuum kill Amanda Rogers' parents on Earth?
A violent storm.
This is a tornado, actually. I don't think I can accept that. I think I needed something more specific. There was a tornado in Cape Cod today, too. Tore a roof off the building.
Oh, here. Nick, do we want to give him that?
No, we don't, because they said specifically, not only was it a tornado, but it was in Kansas. They said that specifically in the
Okay.
Little black dog.
No, but I don't care. If you want
Andrew also had to run to make this, and he's probably still got his heart pumping and beating. But sorry, Andrew. Maybe I'll be more kind going forward. But 4 goes to original Enterprise. Who was that?
I'm Enterprise.
You're the Enterprise. All right. So you got a 4. 1, 2, 3. You got a Borg piece, which I don't think. Okay, your turn just ends. So no one has a piece. If you landed on the Borg space with a piece, they try to steal it from you. You don't have a piece, so you.
Oh, jeez.
So
that's rough.
Defiant, which is Nick, got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yoink. Get.
Which is a blue, which is a DS9 double helix. Who built a replica of an ancient Bajoran solar sail vessel and flew the craft to the planet Cardassia?
That would be Benjamin Sisko.
That's correct. You got that one right. Roll your dice again. You've got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a fire phasers, except no one has a piece. So what does that mean? Does that mean just nothing happens?
I think just nothing happens. I guess.
Lock phasers. In the event that no one has an insignia, there's none you want, you roll again and continue play. So it's just a kinder version of the Borg spot. So you got another 4. Let me see here. I just want to see if you go around what happens here. Do you keep moving? You must keep moving around.
Also, did that question win him a piece?
It did not, because he's on. Oh, it did. Did it? What did I say? Purple double helix, right? Yeah, it did. So you got a piece.
Yeah.
I thought wasn't it the green ones?
No, he starts in the Defiant, which is dark blue, and he got a dark blue card. So he gets a DS9
Oh,
piece.
so I'm red, so I need to land on the red
Spaces.
squares?
Whatever quadrant you're in, you need to land on that color.
Okay.
So you guys can now attack the Defiant if you want, or if you land on there. So I rolled a 4 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's where the phases thing was. So you just go again. And I rolled a 2. So now you've got a purple stopwatch. You've already got the purple piece. So this is just to continue going.
Okay.
Where's the stopwatch? Is that a stopwatch? The hell does that mean?
It does look like a stopwatch.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah. How long have the Bajorans been celebrating the Bajoran Gratitude Festival?
65 years.
20,000 years. So that's that.
That's the question from the old game, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's-
some random number.
That's when you guys are going to get stuck when they ask you for random eons.
What
of
the?
time.
I don't
Voyager.
know that one.
Hooray!
Voyager, you got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got a blue. So this is a pie piece potentially. You got a Voyager tricorder. Voyager tricorder. What allowed Chakotay to communicate with the aliens inhabiting the space where USS Voyager was trapped?
It was a certain slight genetic defect. He did it in a dream.
Ugh.
Or a dream.
Andrew, why do you always get the weirdly specific ones? Sensory tremens gene. You said genetics. I don't think I can give that to you, unfortunately. It's
Damn, really? Like,
another one of those stupid compound.
All right, we got to be really consistent with this now. If other people are off, we can't just pick on Andrew.
True. You have to get like 75% of the words to if it's a long sentence answer like that, I'll say. So something like that. Number 4, TOS, which is Christian. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are on a red nebula or something. So this is a pie piece for you.
Okay.
Astrometrics is the name of the category.
Okay.
To what densely populated section of the Milky Way did the Planet Killer's projected course take it?
Already don't know.
The Rigel colonies. The Rigel colonies.
I just
These
watched
are
that
tough.
episode again the other day. That's a good episode.
It's a great
Yeah.
episode.
Doomsday.
Did either one of you guys know that?
Yeah, I knew it was the Rigel colonies.
Nice.
I wouldn't have known it had I not watched it like 3 days ago.
Yeah. Nick, yes, Nick rolls a 3. 1, 2, 3. It's fire phasers. You don't have any pie pieces, so you roll again. Or no one else has pie pieces. Sorry. 3. 1, 2, 3. You've got a DS9 clock question, so it's temporal anomalies. When did Kor die?
When did who die?
Kor, K-O-R.
Kor died in the episode called Once More Unto the Breach in season 7 during the Dominion War.
During the Dominion War is the answer. So I have to give you that. Good job.
I didn't know what they meant. If they meant episode name.
I thought
title.
I thought he was gonna say no. Actually, we wanted the year.
I was waiting on that, man.
I need the exact start date.
2376 or something, isn't it? Something like that.
So you go.
I think it's around there.
Nick.
That was a
Close.
great episode, by the way.
3. 1, 2, 3. You're on a Borg ship and you've got a piece, so that means something.
That means you got
activates
screwed.
immediate attack on the last insignia you acquired if you don't have any turn ends. If you have one, player to your left. So that is Christian. You pick a card that corresponds to the color of the last insignia that Nick earned. So it's got to be a blue one.
Okay.
You may choose a category from the card. So you
What
can
are my
either go
options?
with tricorder readings, life forms, astrometrics, temporal anomalies, or the Q continuum.
Precious little life forms.
What do those mean?
I don't think they mean anything. Let me see if the instructions here. Tricorder readings are events, objects, and storylines. Life
Okay.
forms are characters and species. Astrometrics are locations, planets, and major plot points. Temporal anomalies are time, chronology, ages, dates, etc. And Q continuum are general knowledge. You want the
That,
dates?
the dates.
All right. So temporal anomalies. With
I
the
mean, it could be
DS9.
really fucking easy, but
Who gave Koloth the nickname Daktarak because of his icy demeanor? Who gave Koloth the nickname Daactarak because of his icy demeanor?
Is that for me or for him?
This is for you. You're defending
Oh.
your purple pipe.
Okay. I thought I was waiting for him to answer. I know that. That's Dax. Curzon Dax.
Yep, Curzon Dax. All right, so you defended your piece.
Yeah.
I don't think
I thought he was going to. I thought you were giving it to him. That's why I didn't answer. Okay. That's cool.
Does your turn end at that point?
Do I get to roll again?
Let me say. I would assume you do. Well, maybe not actually. No, I don't think you do. I think the Borg kind of ends your turn. So now it's
Oh, this pesky Borg.
now it is Andrew's turn, right?
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yes.
with the
You're
grace of
Borg.
God here, I tell you.
You guys need to remember. You guys need to remember your turns because the pieces, once they start passing each other, I'm not going to remember.
Yep. I have the picture up, so
A 3 for Voyager. 1, 2, 3. You've got a chance at a blue pie piece here. It's a Voyager question with the clock, which is temporal anomalies, so it's everyone's favorite category. How long was the Q entity known as Quinn imprisoned before the crew of the Voyager freed him?
$200 years.
Oh, so close. 300 years. Not really so close, but you were in the ballpark. Next up is
are not easy.
the Enterprise, which is Christian.
Yep.
3. 1, 2, 3. You've got a blue, which is not a pie piece, but it's a blue Q continuum, which means something, I believe. Let me see this.
I think it was just general knowledge.
It is, but there's something special about them. Require you answer. If you answer correctly, you can move your ship or any ship to any other space on the board. If you answer incorrectly, you get moved into Borg space and you must defend yourself against the Borg. So, where did the emergency medical hologram and Dinara Pell go to park in a 1950 Chevy automobile?
They went to park. Oh, shoot. All I can say is that it was an overlook. I remember the episode. I was going to say drive-in theater, but it's not that. I think they were actually overlooking someplace on Mars. I don't think though it was Utopia Planitia, but I think it might have been on Mars. That's as close as I can get.
I need you to be specific about Mars.
You have to be specific, Nick.
I don't remember the name of the geographical location. I know that the only place that I know of is Olympus Mons. So I'm just saying Olympus Mons, even though I know that's not right.
Utopia Planitia.
It is Utopia Planitia.
Yeah.
Darn
That's the only Star Trek thing I know on Mars. So what happened?
Get
That's
your
the
ass
Q
to
continuum.
It was a
So
shipyard.
You go to Borg space. Which Borg space do you go to?
But my turn ends, doesn't it?
It
Well,
does.
he doesn't have a piece, I don't think.
He doesn't have a piece, but I just have to move him into Borg space. I guess
Okay.
we're just going to move you forward to the next Borg
That's
space.
fine.
All right. There you go. So, Defiant now. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got a purple temporal anomaly. Is that right? No, purple astrometrics, which is DS9. So, Nick, where did Keiko O'Brien serve as chief botanist on an agrobiology expedition?
On Bajor, on Bajor,
Bajor. Yep.
in the mountains. I just don't know the mountain range.
Bajor is the answer. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Borg. They're coming back for you. So, Christian, you choose a category and
And this
no,
is
it has to be purple, but you choose the category.
and this is my question to answer.
Yes.
That's what I got confused on last time.
Dates and
Okay.
times again.
Dates and times. So, Nick, at what age do Jem'Hadar soldiers achieve the status of honored elder?
That would be 7 years old.
20 years old.
Yeah,
20 years old. So you lose your pie piece, which I'm going to strip off the ship. That goes there, and then your turn ends, and you forfeit the little pie piece. All right, so
Time to get a question right. Come on.
who's next, Andrew? Yes.
Here we go.
You rolled a 1.
Hold on. Wait.
You landed You landed on a red Star Trek Engage spot, which means something. Allows you to move to any space of the same color anywhere on the board. This allows you to travel to a quadrant or space where you still need to earn an insignia. So you're in the red TOS era. If you want to move to a red spot, let me know. Otherwise, you can move to a different era of red. But I think you want the pie piece.
I want the pie piece.
So what category do you want? Do you want the tricorder, which is events, objects, and story, characters and species, locations, planets, time, chronology, or general knowledge?
Let's do time.
You want the time one. Okay. So that is the watch. It goes right there. All right. So TOS watch. How often was the Federation to send a starship to collect, quote, a piece of the action?
10 years.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year. All right.
I love that episode.
It's a good
That's
one.
a horrible, horrible episode.
I love it. I love everything about it.
Next is Christian, I believe, right? Two.
Yep.
You got a blue temporal anomaly, which is Voyager astrometric. Sorry. What ethnicity was Chakotay's ancestors?
Don't remember the name of the tribe. I just know that his ancestors are Indian or Native American.
Yep, Native American.
Really? Not rubber tree people?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's right. Yeah, the rubber tree people.
So you go again. You
Oh,
rolled a
man.
5. One,
Now all of a
two,
sudden they're
three.
not really specific.
So this is a pie piece for you. You're in the DS9 sector, and you're answering a tricorder question.
Okay.
Pie piece on the line. What was the title of Jake Sisko's first novel?
Anselm?
That's right.
Did I
Anselm.
pronounce it right?
Yep, good job. So you're the only person with a pie piece at this point.
I thought Nick had two.
The Borg took. He only had one, and the Borg took
okay.
it. So you go again, Christian.
Okay.
You rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. You landed on a wormhole space, which means you get to move to any other wormhole on the board. So you're in the purple section. You want to move somewhere else. What color do you want? What franchise?
I guess Voyager.
You want Voyager?
Yeah.
All right, you're in Voyager. Does your turn end? No, you roll again when you get through the wormhole. So you got a 3. 1, 2, 3. You landed on green, unfortunately. It's the green. So it's TNG astrometrics. Where was the Phoenix placed on display?
It was at. Picard was talking about where he saw it. All I could really say is that it's at the Starfleet Museum. I'm going to say in San Francisco, just because that's a common city that they mention.
It is
I'm just going to go that one.
the Smithsonian.
Smithsonian. Okay. Yeah, that would also make sense.
That's first contact, right? It must be
Yeah.
first contact. We're talking about that. Okay, so your turn ends. You are the Enterprise. You're right there. You have the purple pie piece. You're the only person with the pie piece. So now is Nick's turn. Whoop! You got a 1, and you are the Defiant. You're in the wormhole. You're in the red sector. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to DS9, TNG, or Voyager?
TNG is fine.
TNG. You roll again. A 3. 1, 2, 3. You got a blue swirly thing. So it's a Voyager astrometrics. Where was Naomi Wildman born?
She was born in the infirmary and on a sick bay on Voyager.
She was actually born on a duplicate of Voyager. So I can't give that to you, I don't think. Duplicate is the
Finally, it comes back
key
around.
word right there. So that's you. Next is Voyager 3. Where are you? There you are. 1, 2, 3. Fire phasers. Do you want to attack Christian?
Absolutely.
Does he just get it, or can I defend it?
You defend it, but he steals the piece if he gets it right. So
Google
So
fire
he answers
phasers.
the question. Okay.
in the event that none of them have, you roll again. Identify the player you wish to challenge. State the insignia you want it to steal. Choose the category of question to be answered. The defensive person draws the color that the pieces that they're stealing. reads the question. If the challenger answers correctly, they give the piece to the person. If they answer incorrectly, the defending person keeps it. Yeah, and that's the end of the turn. So, purple, you are challenging him with the DS9 question, and Christian, you get to choose the category.
Daytime.
Temporal anomalies. How long did it take Dr. Julian Bashir to develop a cure for the Jem'Hadar's addiction to Ketracel White?
A cure is what you're saying.
Yeah. How long did it take for him to develop a cure for the Jem'Hadar's addiction to Ketracel White?
There's an answer I want to say, but this seems like a trick question. Like, I'm going to say he doesn't.
That's right. He never develops a cure. Good job. So you stole the piece. Everything's
It's bad
coming
that I
up.
feel kind of happy.
And that's the end
This
of.
is- That's one of those questions I could see having been mentioned in some like future Jump episode or
Yeah.
something. Like,
So
Yep.
that is that, and then the turn ends. I think at that point it does. So
Side note: this game is going to take forever.
it is going to take forever. So we need to. You guys need to start answering
All right,
questions.
all
So Voyager.
My
Christian,
turn.
start. Yeah. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a purple. You guys are getting all these little swirly things, astrometrics. So this is a DS9 question. After it was returned to the Bajoran people by the Cardassians, where was the orb of time kept?
It was kept in a secured quarters on board the Defiant during transport, because they were bringing it back from Cardassia to the station, and they had it secured with a Bajoran deputy aboard the Defiant. Or
Yeah.
could you read the question again?
After it was returned to the Bajoran people by the Cardassians, where was the orb of time kept? This is an incredibly nerdy question, so I'd be shocked if anyone knew it.
I know it.
I know it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow,
I do.
I've never heard of this. So, and we must have watched the episode.
You have not watched that episode yet.
Is this not the episode where the Cardassians?
You guys should not be talking to this before I've answered the question, because I can still change my answer. So I guess it means after it came back, in which case it's located in some temple somewhere, but I do not know the name.
I need the name.
I'll say the Sanctum of the Prophets on DS9.
Temple of Ipanu. Temple of
I thought
Ipanu.
it was Dakin.
Did you know that, Nick?
No, I was gonna say one of the crew quarters.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
all
what I
right,
said.
I'm redeemed.
Don't be
here.
shaking
No
your
one knew
head
that.
at me.
But
No,
here's
you haven't gotten to that
You didn't-
episode yet, Wes.
you-
That's
you
the
didn't-
episode where
You
that's the
didn't say
episode where Kira Ducat comes to Kira and says,
that one's coming up.
yeah, and
Yeah.
says, "Hey, I had this relationship with your mom," and she goes to the orb of time and goes,
Hey, spoilers.
Gotcha.
But you didn't say crew quarters. You said
Yes, I
everything
did.
else but crew quarters.
Yeah, I did.
Well, here's the problem with this game, right? If I were to give this multiple choice questions to you, the options would be the Temple of Ipanu, DS9, or Kaiwin's office. You know, there's like
"Oh,
they're too jokey. It's like obvious what the answer is when you hear all the
Are
multiple
all of
choice.
them that easy?
Let me choose another one, just at random here. DS9. What did the Jem'Hadar soldiers do upon receiving Ketracel White? Do you want to hear the choices?
All right, so I know what I would answer.
yeah."
What
go
would
for
you say?
We
Did a
pledge our life to the
ritual-
founder from now
Yeah.
until death, and they plug it in. They go.
Yeah.
So the answer is they thank the founders. The other
Okay.
options are drink the drug or smoke the drug.
What the fuck?
So you're kind of, it's like obvious which one it is if I don't do that.
I was
although
about to
there's-
say maybe we should change it up, but no, that's the
It's too easy.
appropriate.
I
Yeah.
say we could end this game in about 5 minutes if we do it that way.
Yeah,
One person
per-
could
one
end the
person
game.
would run away. So what happened there? Christian got it wrong, right? So now it is
Yes.
defiant.
So Nick.
So 1. So you got a red little star guy. What is a red star guy? Is that Q? So you have a Q continuum question.
Okay.
Okay.
Who did the companion love? This is a TOS.
Zephyrin Cochrane.
That's right. And what happens when you get this right? You can move to any other space on the board. So
Give me a space that'll get me a little token. Maybe the little one I lost.
yeah, which category?
The DS9. Which category? I'll go with what are the category choices again?
Tricorders, life forms, astrometrics, temporal anomalies.
I'll
Q
go
continual.
with the second of those, which was life forms.
Life forms. So you want to go to DS9's life forms?
Yeah.
Okay. So DS9 life form. Who was the Dax Symbion's host after Curzon?
Jadzia.
Good job. All right, now we got some pieces. Once the pieces start coming out and you guys can start stealing them, I think it'll pick up a little bit here. All right, so you go again because you got it right. You got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got it is a pie piece, but you've already got it. So you're just doing this for the glory of the question. It's a DS9 time question.
Okay.
When did the secret Romulan Tal Shiar intelligence agency cease to be a powerful influence in interstellar affairs?
Can you repeat that, please?
When did the secret Romulan Tal Shiar intelligence agency cease to be a powerful influence in interstellar affairs?
After the Omarion Nebula incident.
Yeah,
Is that specific enough?
that's exactly what it says.
Cool.
It says incident, not battle.
It says ambush, but he got
Oh.
75%
Whoa.
of it. It said after the.
I didn't know if they wanted a year or not. That's what I was worried about.
No, just that. So you don't get a pie piece, but you get to go again.
Cool.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a Voyager pie piece.
Nice.
Where was Samantha Wildman so badly injured that she thought she would not live?
I don't. I'll have to say in 7 of 9's regeneration chamber.
In the Delta Flyer. The
Okay.
Delta Flyer.
I don't know anything about Voyager. I really don't.
So yeah, that's going to be a very difficult pie piece for you, probably. Who is next? We just
Andrew.
did. Yes, that's right. Yep. 6 with Voyager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a Borg spot. They might steal your stuff.
Oh no.
So the person to the left of you, which is Nick, gets to choose a category.
Oh, isn't that me?
No, you were the left of Nick because you were picking for him.
Okay.
So Nick, pick a category for DS9 because Andrew has a DS9 piece.
What are the category choices again? I'll go with temporal if he needs that. I'll go with the time one.
All right. Good luck, Andrew. When did Kai Opaka's son die?
There's like two answers I'm thinking here, and I don't know if this is going to be one of these crazy specific ones or if this is going to be.
If you guys are narrowing down, I'll give you a chance. If you're like ballpark correct, but it's just not specific enough, I'll ask to be specific.
Let me ask this: this isn't just during the Dominion during the Cardassian occupation, right?
No, it's specific. It's basically, I'll give you guys things like that. It's basically the name of a battle.
Oof.
You got my Hallmark ornament.
I remember the episode. I remember them talking about it. Good old Prylar Beck. The massacre at Rakantha.
The Kendra Valley Massacre. So there goes your Borg piece. They took it away from you. And now we go to Christian. 5.
It's closer than I would have gotten, Andrew.
4, 5. So you're
Yeah, that
going
was a
for a
tough one.
TOS pie piece here
Okay.
with life forms. Who stole Spock's brain for use by the controller?
Ooh. Is it the Morgs? No. Morgan, I don't remember if it's the Morgs or the iMorgs. The girls in high boots.
They're all in high boots. It's TOS.
It's the 60s, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say iMorgs.
Kara. It's either Kara or Kara. I guess this is the girl's name.
Did you ask the person or the species?
It just
Oh,
said
no, you said who.
stole. Who
No.
stole?
Who stole?
Morg
That's always
was,
a skip
Morg
episode for
was
me.
one of the answers. So if I'd have said it, you probably would have picked it. But Kara is the answer. Kara or Kara. So that is that. So the next person to go is the Defiant, which is Nick. 1. You've got a purple timepiece, which is a DS9.
Oh, I was right. It was iMorgs.
When did Rom quit his job at Quark's bar to become a repair technician on the engineering staff?
Can you repeat the question?
When did Rom quit his job at Quark's bar to become a repair technician on the engineering staff?
During the 5th season episode, The Assignment.
No,
No,
I don't
okay.
think so. What is the episode where they organize the union? It's not the Assignments, is it?
No, that was
Yeah, that's called
body something jobs. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, it's when they form the union.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the after they organize the union. I was gonna if the episode was right, it probably would have given it to you. So you still have your piece, but you don't get to go again. So now we go to Voyager, which is Andrew, a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a pie piece, a TNG pie piece for you with temporal stuff. How long did Jeremiah Rossa live with the Talarians before the Enterprise D found him?
12 years.
11 years. 11 years.
I'm going home, guys. I'll see you later.
We were talking about how easy this game would be. It's really the multiple choice is the problem. If we'll set a timer of 8:45 will be when I start multiple choicing the question.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in trouble with my wife if this goes that long.
We'll give a 1 to who is that? 1 is Christian. Green clock.
Okay.
TNG. When did Data try to learn humor from Guinan? What? When did Data try to learn humor from Guinan?
When they say those questions, do they want like an episode title or a season or
No,
date?
that's the problem. So
That's what I had last time, and I didn't know if you wanted a year or a star date or an episode.
how do I narrow this down? It's in when did Data try to learn humor from Guinan? It's in the 2nd season.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to trim this down anymore. Who visits and causes Data to try to learn what humor is? Who visits the ship?
Oh, is that what they wanted?
Basically, yeah.
Isn't there a Babylon 5 episode where Penn and Teller come to the station or something?
Is there? It would make sense.
I think Bortus is the funniest character.
I think that is when that's in the outrageous Okana when Okana visits.
Yes, it is.
Hey, there you go,
I'll
brother.
have to give it to you. It was not for a pie piece. Oh, it was for a pie piece. No.
No, it was green, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're the other Enterprise. You got a 3. Fire phasers. You can attack Nick for his purple pie piece.
What do I have any pie pieces?
You do not.
Okay.
Only
Who has
Nick
the most
has-
pie? Does Nick have the most pie pieces?
He has 1. Yes, and he's got the most. So fire
Jesus.
phasers.
Yes. So I'm gonna fire phasers.
Stay who you attack. You choose the category.
what are the first like two options? One of them is like species.
Events, objects, and storylines, characters and species, locations, planets, and plot points, or time or general knowledge questions.
Let's go with one of the first two. Surprise me, I don't care.
Okay. What destroyed? They're both pretty easy. What destroyed the Saratoga on which Benjamin Sisko served?
That'd
The
be
Borg cube. The first Borg cube.
Nick's the defender. He
That's
has
what I
to
was
answer
trying
the
to say, but okay.
You got it right anyway. You both said Borg. So you keep your piece. And that's the end of
Yay.
that turn for Christian.
Wait a second. So the defender is the one.
You choose the category to ask the person defending their piece.
Did we do
to
it
defend
differently the first time?
The Borg
No,
attack.
we did with fire phasers. It's reversed.
Yeah.
What did I land on?
You fired phasers, but you attack. He has a chance to defend himself, and then you get his piece if he doesn't. The Borg,
I didn't answer a question
you don't
when
get.
I was
You get the
defending.
opportunity to steal a pie piece. Is your
No, when I was
Was it-
defending against Andrew, I thought I didn't fire a phaser.
Yeah,
I thought I didn't
phasers.
answer question.
I answered the question earlier when I was attacking Christian.
The defending player draws and oh, am I backwards? If the challenger answers correctly, that is backwards. Why do they call it defending? Okay, so we'll redo that.
Do you want us to redo it?
So the defender, the person firing phasers, answers the question.
Said the answer before Nick did.
That's true.
So,
You did get it right. So you steal the piece.
He stole my piece.
Oh, your piece. He did answer it before you did in the chat, which is you are not the Voyager. You are the Enterprise.
He stole my piece.
Yep. So now only
your Glock, man, you got to hold on to it.
Christian has the piece. He's got a
How could he steal my piece when I said the name at the same time he did?
Going by the rules of the game, he played correctly.
I'm thinking we're getting to the
Without
point
being
here we may have to tap out.
Go back to the other game.
There was no chance I had to keep my piece. It's all random whether I keep my piece or not.
Well, it's random based on whether or not he knows what he's talking about, I guess. Who's next here? The Defiant. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Never mind.
Purple Q continuum. So, Nick, what position did Miles O'Brien hold on the Enterprise? This is a DS9 question, but
Can you repeat that again?
what position did Miles O'Brien hold on the Enterprise?
He was chief.
Chief of
he
what?
was Chief transporter officer.
Yep, chief of the transporters. So that's a Q question. You get to move. What happens? You can move to any. You can move any ship, including your own, to any space on the board. So you don't have any pie pieces. Would you like to go to a?
Yeah, I'd like to go to DS9 and get my pie piece back.
You guys are all going for DS9. So what category of DS9 do you want?
I'll go with plot points.
Plot points. So that's astrometrics. Where did the founders pit Alpha Quadrant powers against each other during the Dominion War? What? Where did the founders pit Alpha Quadrant powers against each other during the Dominion War?
Well, I'd say the Omarian Nebula.
No, I don't even understand what this question is talking
Is
about.
it the Klingon Federation War?
No, it says Cardassia Prime. Is there a scene where this happens?
Can you repeat the question again?
Where did the founders pit Alpha Quadrant powers against each other during the Dominion War? That doesn't
Give him
really
a new
make
question. Give him a new question.
I don't understand.
one's
that.
silly.
I'm with Christian. That's
Baseball fans on a Federation colony revived the game in the late 24th century. So baseball fans on a Federation colony revived the game in the late 24th century. Where was the colony located?
That would be. Give me a second. I know it. Give me a second. All right. Give me a second. How far away? damn, I'm like, God.
Do the other two know?
No, I know this.
I know the name of the team, but I don't know the name of the colony.
I know the name of the colony.
Between three of us, we have the answers.
Damn.
By our powers combined.
You can win at trivia.
Yeah, I keep checking the Braves
I
game
keep,
score.
I keep saying Rigel 10. That's what I'm going to say, but I know that's not it.
Cestus 3.
Ah!
Pike City Pioneers.
Pike City Pioneers.
I didn't
Yes.
remember
Cestus
the
3.
name of the team.
Damn, that was a
It's
good
a
one.
Goring colony, isn't it?
Is that the description?
Well, no, it's
Cestus 3.
it's Cestus 3. That's the
It's
colony
the
that was
arena.
wiped
Yeah.
out
Yeah, it was in
in
Arena.
Arena.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
a long time ago.
They've rebuilt, obviously. So
Yeah,
now it is
guess they
Voyager.
got over it.
Voyager's turn.
Man, I'm
3.
so disappointed I didn't know that one.
1, 2, 3. This is a pie piece for you, Andrew.
For Andrew.
It is a tricorder DS9 piece. What was the name of Benjamin Sisko's first wife?
Jennifer.
There you go.
These. How many years have Bajorans been celebrating? 20,000 years. Some random ass number. What was the
Never-
name of Cisco's wife? He mentions all the time.
Now there are 2 DS9 pie pieces out on the board, and Andrew goes again. A 3. 1, 2, 3. You got a wormhole. What series do you want to move to?
Voyager for a pie piece, whatever.
Yep, Voyager for a pie piece. So I'm rolling. You got another 3. It's not a pie piece. It's a green swirly question. Where did Boothby work at Starfleet Academy?
Groundskeeper.
Good job. You go again. You got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got a blue DNA helix question. Which character did Harry Kim play in Paris's holodeck adventure, Captain Proton?
Bucky.
Buster.
Bust-
Close. You're in the red section now, and then that means that Christian goes, and Christian got a 1. So you got a blue Q. What
Okay.
special effects technique was used to create the nucleogenic aliens in Equinox?
Special effects technique?
Yeah. What special effects technique was used to create the nucleogenic aliens in Equinox?
I don't know. If I was to guess, we're talking about
You know what actually is a good way for me to do this?
what?
What if I read the other 2 wrong answers?
That's good.
Sure.
So the other 2 wrong answers are stop motion puppets. It at least kind of hints at what the question is looking for.
Okay.
Or an actor in a rubber suit. So neither of those are correct.
No, I mean, it was completely CGI. The only thing I can think of is the technique where they have like markers in the actual, like they're like dots on the floor or something that the visual effects artist then can key in so they can track. Because otherwise you can't track. If the camera's moving, then the CGI has to move fluidly with it. And like an earlier, older like
Mocap.
TNG, they couldn't do it. That's
Mocap, but that's not the answer.
no, that's not the
talking
answer.
About, you're
They-
talking about mocap, but what?
No, I'm not talking about mocap. Mocap is when you have a person like in a suit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that with the dots.
No, like in the Child TNG, in the remastered, one of the scene where the little energy thing floats up and flies away, it looks like shit
Mhm.
because they actually recorded it in widescreen because they couldn't track the CGI, so they just did it in widescreen in a static shot and have it move. And then they actually, when they cut it into the actual shot, they only showed part of what they filmed, so it looked like they were tracking the CGI.
Mhm.
But I don't know the term. But I don't think I'm gotten close enough.
Final
That's-
answer.
I don't know the term. It's fully CGI rendered. Pretty
CGI. CGI is the answer. I'll
Yeah.
accept that because you finally said it. You ended with CGI.
He said
Um,
CGI
that's-
earlier.
That's what they were looking for.
Well, I mean, the other ones are stop motion animation or
I
actor in rubber
guess.
suits. It's like they want something. That's why I think reading the other 2 is kind of helpful.
Yeah,
So
it
when
wasn't a kaiju episode.
Well, yeah. Well, when they said special effect, that's just so synonymous with CGI. I'm like, the technique.
You rolled a 1 and you've got a pie piece option here. So It's an original series.
Okay. Oh boy.
How
Give me an easy
long
one.
did Landru's computer rule his planet and guide his people after his death? The wrong answers are 1,000 years and 10,000 years.
100 years.
6,000 years.
Ah,
Next
looking
up,
at patterns, man.
next up is Defiant with a 3. 1,
I wouldn't
2,
have guessed
3.
it. Now, my first guess was gonna be 1,000.
You got a green Q. Nick, which character never went undercover as a Romulan? Data and it doesn't help you at all. Which character never went undercover as a Romulan? Data and Picard both did, so they are not the answer. So who is the one character that this card wants you to say that never did such a thing?
I say there's
I'll
no
just-
way he'll guess it.
I'll just say
Give him a new one.
Riker. I'll just say
It
Riker.
is Riker. He guessed Riker and he got it right.
Of all the characters. Well, no. What? No, that was a TNG question.
That was a TNG. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes more sense.
So you didn't get a.
I was
pie
thinking
piece.
it was across like all series.
What show and color? What show and question do you want to go to? It's a Q that you landed on.
The one I keep losing, right? The DS9.
You want DS9, the same thing you just did?
Yeah. Unless
What?
I already have. Do I have DS9?
You don't have a DS9.
Okay, then I'll go back to DS9.
So we'll
And
do where you just were.
Yeah.
Which member of DS9 staff did researcher Dr. Maura Pole study? Not Kira and not Morn.
That would be Odo.
It's Odo. There you go. You got your pie piece. So everyone
Yay.
has their pie piece. There's no reason to fight each other for that piece.
Everybody's got a DS9 pie piece.
Everyone's got a DS9 pie piece. I assume because the podcast is fresh in everybody's mind. So you go again, Nick. You got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 fire phasers. Which what happens if there's no reason to do it? You roll again. So you're just gonna roll a 1. You got a Q question, a green Q.
Cool.
Data's daughter, Lal, had a positronic brain based on the work of which scientist? Not Leah Brahms and not Emil Vaslovic.
That would be Noonien Sung.
That's right, Noonien Soon. Shocking question. Number 2. You landed on the blue engage spot, which means you get to move somewhere, any space of the same color on the board. So you can go to any series blue spot.
Can I go to TNG blue spot?
Yes, TNG's blue. So what category? The only ones you get are the tricorder or astrometrics.
I'll go with tricorder, whatever that is.
So it's events, objects, and storylines. No. Are you sure you want to go there? You need to go to Voyager to get a pie piece.
Okay, I'll go Voyager.
Voyager tricorder. All right, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Voyager tricorder. What type of life form is the Doctor? He is not an isomorphic projection, and he's not a photoplasmic entity. What is he?
He's a hologram.
That's right. He's a hologram. You got a blue piece.
Yay.
Now we're cooking. Hold on. Your blue pieces are stuck together. There we go. So you have 2 pieces now. Everyone else has 1. And you get to go again. Where's the dice? You got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a purple swirly thing. So it's a DS9 swirly. Where was the Sanctuary District A located? Not Los Angeles and not New York.
That would be San Francisco.
Good job. You go again. You got a 3. 1, 2, 3. A Borg cube, which means something.
People
You-
can
Just
steal it.
defend.
People
The
can
player to your left, which is Andrew, selects a card that corresponds to the color of the last thing you earned. So you earned a TNG or a Voyager. I'm sorry, you earned a Voyager, and choose the cat. You may choose a category from the card and have the player read the question. All right, so pick your category here.
Time.
Time. So
I
Nick,
have to
you're-
answer this? Okay.
you have to answer this correctly. Otherwise, you
Okay.
lose your piece that you just won.
Okay.
You said time, right? Yeah. In the so this is Voyager. In the hollow novel Beowulf, when did Grendel always attack? Not only when the moon was full, and not during the late afternoon.
Can you repeat the whole question for me and the choices?
In the hollow novel Beowulf, when did Grendel always attack? He did not attack during when the moon was full, and it was not during the late afternoon.
At dawn.
At night. He attacked at night. So we say goodbye to this piece that we just barely
Is that
knew.
that was a TNG question?
No, it's a Voyager question.
Okay, that's what you were tricking me with because I thought you said I was going back to TNG. All right, whatever.
Open your
Cool.
goddamn ears. So
All right.
next is what am I doing here? You stop there. So now it's Voyager's turn. All right, here we go, Andrew. You got a 1. You got a wormhole. You can go to any sector. You have a DS9.
Give me Voyager.
You go again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You landed on a red engaged spot, so you can move to any red space. You want to go to a TOS red?
Sure.
Get a pie piece. Do you want the tricorder, life form, or you can do anything. Which red do you want?
Honestly, just surprise me because no matter what I pick is going to be wrong. So
Oh,
Alright, I'll go
no,
with-
don't say that.
I'll go with life forms. I like the life forms question, so we'll go with this one. Trelane abducted several USS Enterprise crew members as a game. Who was Trelane? He is not one of the preservers, and he's not an optical illusion. What is Trelane? Is a better way to say this.
Is it? That's not for me, is it?
No, it's for Andrew.
That's what I thought. Okay, everybody's waiting for me to answer, and I wasn't going to answer.
an omnipotent alien.
No.
That's third season TOS, man. That's like all of them.
He is a child of non-corporeal life forms. I would have accepted child alien. I think that's the key part of that statement. So that's Andrew. Next up is Enterprise.
Me.
You got a 1. You got a green engage. You want to go to a green TNG?
Sure.
Which one?
Surprise me. You said you liked aliens. Go with that.
Let's go with life forms. I like life forms. What creature believed extinct did Kivas Fajo have in his collection? It is
Oh,
not
wow.
It's
and
a
it's not-
lapwing, isn't it?
It's a lapwing. There you go. Good job. So you got a green piece. Polite applause. Polite applause. Oh. All right.
Well,
so
now
you,
I have to applause everyone else now.
you have 2 pieces now. So let's see where you're going to go.
I got a target on my back.
You got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got a green clock. So it's a TNG clock question. You've already got the pie piece, though. When did Dr. Crusher cure the Onarian plague? Not after analyzing the Breccian cure, and she did not find a cure. So that's not the answer.
Say again.
When did Dr. Crusher cure the Onarian plague, or Honorian, or however you pronounce it? Or Honoran plague? It's that one in that first season episode. It was not after analyzing the Breccian cure, and she did not find a cure is not the answer. So when did she do it?
When it does.
What event allowed her to cure the plague? What happened?
I mean, that's the episode where there's no disease. There is no disease. It's they're just going through withdrawals, and she just figures out, hey, if they just stop taking it, and I give them a little bit of help, like they'll be fine. They don't.
That's the episode. That is the episode. What specifically allowed her to find the
my-
cure? This is also an extremely generic answer, if that helps.
She
So-
analyzed the drug. She analyzed the drug. She got a sample of the drug. Their ship was out of power, so they got them on board the ship so she could analyze the drug.
After Captain Picard had mediated a solution, is the correct answer to that question.
I guess I don't get it.
You got your pie piece, though. You're on your way out. So,
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta fix my eye.
sure, Defiant. You rolled a 2. You've got a pie piece opportunity. It's a
Sweet.
2S life form.
Cool.
Wait, yes, Defiant. What did I say? Life form. John Gill was noted history professor. John Gill was a noted history professor at Starfleet Academy. Who was once his pupil? It is not Spock, and it's not McCoy.
That'd be Kirk.
It's Kirk. There you go. You got a red piece.
That was the Patterns of Force, I believe.
So we got that. Good job. We're moving on now. Boom. We got a 2, another 2. You got a red swirly thing, but you've already got a red pie piece. What government did Baylock represent? Not
The
the
First
not the
Federation. The First
Yep.
Federation.
Yep, First Federation. 1. You got a purple tricorder. What was the name of the genetically engineered warrior species that functioned as the army of the Dominion?
That'd be the Jem'Hadar.
That's right. We must have gotten into the easy section now. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple life forms. Who enlisted members of Red Squad in an unsuccessful attempt to overthrow Earth's government? It was not Gul Dukat, and it's not the founders of the Dominion.
That'd be Admiral Layton.
Good job. You're getting a lot right, but you're not seeing any rewards for it. Here's a fire phasers question. So you get to who
You just-
chooses the category?
You just missed me like kicking butt on this board.
Player.
You just missed me answering like 8 questions.
Choose the category.
That fast?
Yep. Blitzkrieg of awesome questions. I got.
So, who are you attacking? You have to attack Christian, I think, because he
Yeah.
has the green slice that you want.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Christian chooses the category.
That I have.
Do you
to
know what
answer?
I'm going to pick?
That I have to answer.
Yes, and then Nick has to answer it. So you're going with time, Christian?
Yep.
When the Binars stole the Enterprise D, where were Captain Picard and Commander Riker?
They were on the holodeck.
Starbase
They were on the
74.
holodeck.
Good. There goes the green piece.
He's almost got it 1.
He's almost got a 1. He needs a Voyager piece, which he was saying is his worst one. So he's almost there. He just needs this 1 piece left. Where were you?
He gets to roll again, doesn't he?
He does. A 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you just missed the wormhole. You're on TNG life form. Well, amnesic, I guess. With whom did Ensign Rowe share a brief romantic liaison?
With
Not Picard.
Riker. Right, with Riker.
2. A Borg attack. So you better hope to get this right. So it's the green one because it's the last one you always do, right? Don't lose this piece, Nick.
So who's to the left of him?
Left of him is
Andrew.
Christian. So you
Who's
choose
on
a
the board right now or where their positions are?
positions in where you're. If we were sitting at a table, you're to the left.
So
of
it
him.
would be Andrew because he's defiant. And to his left,
Oh, well, I've
Andrew.
always been going to the right then because I'm looking at the board upside down. So let's keep going to the way it is. So it'll be you, Christian. You
Do I
choose
have
the
to answer
category.
this? So
No,
I
Christian
answer
answers it.
it? Okay.
what?
No, Christian chooses a category. I think
Time.
time, and then because we're on a Borg, right?
Yep.
Okay, I answer it then.
The directions are so confusing. Hold on. The player to your left selects a card that corresponds to the color of the last insignia you earned. You choose a category from the card, and the player. So I guess they're just telling me that that person draws a card. So Nick gets to choose the category of the Borg attack.
Okay.
That's so confusing. They're poorly written rules. So Nick, which category do you want to answer?
I'll go with whatever the first one is. Doesn't matter. Just give me
To the
anything.
untrained eye, visor output resembles not binary code and not high definition graphics. What does it look like?
It looks like predator vision, like infrared signals.
You have to give him that. Dude, you got to give him that. That's like...
That's not exactly what the card says.
No, I disagree. I know what they're asking about.
I think it's a quote. I think Picard
Yep.
says this.
Like infrared signals, like heat and stuff. Heat waves and body heat.
Swirling colors and vague shapes.
All
I
right.
like Predator Vision better.
There goes the green. Are we at?
That would be
Oh.
so awesome if it said Predator Vision.
All right, we're at quarter two, so I'm just going to do multiple choice now, and we're gonna see how well
Okay.
this goes. So it's a 5 to
Did I lose
Voyager.
my piece? Did I lose my piece on that?
you did. Now you have these are your two pieces.
Okay.
Oh, they stick to the ship.
Yeah, they stick. They
Yeah,
like
that's
jump on
cool.
the bottom. So Voyager got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a blue Q.
Is this for a piece or not?
This is not. Kess's body was taken over by whom in the episode Warlord? A. Tyrion, B. Aiden, or C. Cole?
Tyrion.
Tyrion, good job. You got a 3. 1, 2, 3. Purple piece, but it's not for a pie. Who was the Dax symbiont's first host? A. Curzon, B. Jadzia, or C. Leela?
Leela.
Leela is the answer. There's no good way to balance this game, fellas. Fire phasers. So you can attack. You have to attack Nick and steal his red piece.
I'm going to steal Nick's red piece.
So can anyone remember how this works?
I have no clue.
All I know
I-
is that Andrew is the one who answers the
All right,
question.
so-
Yes, I have to answer the question, but Nick gets to choose the
You
question.
choose the category. It's a red TOS. So what category?
I'll go with the time.
When did Savik return to Vulcan? A. Before David Marcus's death. B. After the Enterprise saved 2 whales. Or C. After the retrieval of Spock's body.
After Spock's body.
You stole the red piece.
But dude, it's like it goes from one extreme to the other. There's like no in between here.
No, there's really not. It's this is not it's not a great game for this, I don't think. But you continue to go. You now have 2 pieces on the board.
Right.
I no longer have a piece. Did he take?
You
my
do.
piece?
You and Christian have DS9. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a wormhole. Which series do you want to go to? Do you want to go to Voyager or TNG?
What I need Voyager or TNG, don't I? Let's say Voyager.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a blue pie piece potentially. So it's the time one. When were the Cole people supposed to have emerged from stasis? A. When their planet thawed. B. Upon becoming spacebound. Or C. When they reached a Class M planet.
What series is this?
Voyager.
All right, say that. Read it one more time.
When were the Cole people, KOHL, supposed to have emerged from stasis? A. When their planet thawed. B. Upon becoming spacebound. C. When they reached a Class M planet.
Thawed.
Thawed. All right,
That's a creepy as hell episode.
Which episode is that? Is
That's
that
the
is it
the computer clown
the
episode.
Thaw?
No, that is not the Thaw. The Thaw is the one with the Vaudouar.
No, the
one where the
Dragon Seas is the one with the Vaudouar. Thaw's the one with the creepy clown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we're thinking the same one there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the creepy clown. It's a great episode.
Here's this one. So you need
Yep.
your green TNG. You were just right there, so I'm going to roll the dice for you. You got a 3. 1, 2, 3. Red tricorder. Red. Sorry, let me check this real quick. Red tricorder. So red tricorder. Nomad merged with an alien space probe called A. the Tanru, B. Thessarius, or C. Vol.
What series is this?
TOS. Nomad merged with an alien space probe called A. Tanru, B. Thessarius, or C. Vol.
It's actually one of the harder ones.
Vol.
Tanru, apparently. The Tanru. So-
Damn it.
After Voyager is Christian. He rolled a 2. You got a red swirly. What did
I don't wanna
Cyborg
get
do
swirly.
after gathering his forces at the planet Nimbus 3? Did he hijack the Enterprise, steal the Project Genesis, or C. disrupt the Kittimer Conference?
Steal the Enterprise.
Hijack the Enterprise. You got a 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a Borg attack. You might lose your DS9 question. So the person to the left of you is Defiant. I'm sort of losing track there. I think Nick pick a category.
Go with time.
No, that's wrong. So you would just read this. So Christian gets to pick. These are terribly written instructions.
Aliens.
Aliens. Gala was a successful Ferengi arms dealer. Who was his cousin?
Quark.
Quark. There you go. I
Was
guess
that
I
for
also
me?
could have accepted Rom.
No, it was me, but I mean, I knew it.
Okay.
Y'all said it at the same time. So
Yeah, I don't know who the question was for because some of these rules are a little weird to me.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
you defended your Borg piece. You got a 1. You got a warp somewhere. You have a DS9.
TNG.
TNG.
Because I like TNG and I might get more questions right before the game
1,
ends.
2, 3, 4, 5. You have an opportunity for a pie piece here.
Okay.
It is the clock one. When did Captain Picard defeat a Ferengi Marauder with the Picard maneuver? A, at the Battle of Wolf 359.
Battle of
B-
Maxia.
Battle of Maxia. Yep. So you got your green piece. So now you need a TOS and a Voyager.
Okay.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a Borg attack again. So you get to pick a green category.
Aliens.
And you are answering this as well.
Yes.
Who tried to reunite the Romulan Star Empire with the Vulcans? A. Spock, B. Sela, or C. Admiral Mark Jameson?
Spock.
Spock. Good job. You defended your piece. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red tricorder. Who is Ensign Chekhov's middle name? What was Ensign Chekhov's middle name? A. Yuri, B. Andreevich, or C. Sergei?
Andreevich.
Yep. You got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fire phasers. You would want to attack Voyager, and he has a red or a blue. So which one do you want to try to steal?
Which is the one? What do those series represent? Or
TOS and Voyager. TOS is red. Voyager is blue.
I want to try and steal the TOS one.
Am I doing this right? Identify the player. You state which one you want to attack. Defender. And challenger answers question. All right. So you're stealing red.
Yes.
Yes. Which is TOS.
Yes.
So now you answer this question.
I answer this question.
I picked the category though, don't I?
You pick. Yes.
Go for it.
Time.
So this is to Christian. On Miri's planet, when did the children return stolen communicators to the Enterprise crew? A, after the crew began to get sick. B, after Dr. McCoy injected himself with a cure. Or C, before Miri showed signs of her disease.
Repeat the 3.
After the crew began to get sick. After Dr. McCoy injected himself with a cure. Or before Miri showed signs.
I think cure.
McCoy with a cure. So he stole his red one.
Doesn't my turn end?
It does at this point,
Okay.
unfortunately. Unfortunately for you.
Guys, I'm gonna have to get out. I'm getting messages from my wife here.
Sure. No worries. We're going to wrap this up in a few minutes anyway.
All
Andrew,
right.
good to see
See
you.
you guys. Appreciate it.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks.
Have a good one.
All right, you two. So that turn is ended. Let's wrap this up with a horse thing where take a shot, make it. If the person doesn't match, they lose, right? You're familiar with these rules? If you
explain it to me as we go, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
So if someone picks a category and they get it right, if the person after them would have a question for the same category on the same show, if you get it right, you continue. If you miss, you lose.
So if Nick picks TOS time, gets it right, and
You
I
have
get
to
it
get it right.
wrong,
he wins.
he
Okay.
wins. What if he gets it wrong but I get it right?
If he gets it wrong, it doesn't matter. It has to start with someone getting it right.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with, I'm going to roll the die. Odds will be Christian. Evens will be Nick. It is a 6. So it's Nick. Nick, choose a series and a category that you want to do.
Okay, I'll choose DS9, and I'll choose whatever the third category is.
Okay. Before they were imprisoned in the fire caves on Bajor, where did the evil power wraiths live?
They lived in the Celestial Temple, which is the wormhole.
Yes, that's right. So, Christian, you need to get this right. You need to answer a DS9 question of astrometrics. And I'm not giving any help.
Pretty quick.
Not giving any help to any of these things. Where was Kira Nerys born?
Dakar province.
Oh, good job. Yeah, very, very good. That's exactly what I needed. So now it rattlesnake, so it flips back the other way. So Christian, it goes to you.
Voyager life forms.
In the episode False Prophets, who were Ardor and Cole?
Ardor and Cole are the two Ferengi scientists that got trapped in the Delta Quadrant from the TNG
Yes.
episode.
Yeah, Ferengi was good enough.
Yeah.
For that one. So good job.
I want to
So
cover my
now-
bases.
Nick, he saw a weakness with your Voyager. You let the cat out of the bag that you don't care for the Voyager. So
Okay.
you have to answer a Voyager.
I mean,
life
he's
form.
gotten a couple right.
He has, yeah. He got a blue piece, right? No,
think so.
Andrew had the blue piece.
You got it earlier. You got the hologram one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. In the episode Resolutions, Captain Janeway and Chakotay were what? What happened to them?
They were killed. I don't know.
Injected with a lethal disease.
Lethal
But-
means killed.
But I don't think they die, right? Do they die?
No,
They
they
can't
get
die.
infected, and then they have to be quarantined and then put on the planet, and they just get left behind, and they grow close. But then, right as they're about to settle in, right as Jamie's about to settle in and give up,
The ship.
Voyager finds a cure from the Vidians and shows back up.
There you go. Christian wins. Christian, you
great.
defended your title. We had
What I
to
think-
arbitrarily change the rules a million times during the game.
What I think we should do is use this game, but maybe not use the board. Maybe do like what you
I
had
don't
set
think
up the
these
last time.
questions are good.
They're tough. They're tough questions. The other ones are more difficult, but they're they're uniformly fair in how
Yes.
difficult they are.
Or,
Well,
I mean, if you wanted, I have Star Trek Seen It. I'll host, and you can compete with us.
Sure,
I have
we can
seen
do
it
that.
as well. I have Star Trek seen it as well. But what I'm thinking, and you can throw this out, is use a mixture of the questions, but maybe make your own kind of progress board where you just move up. There's no stealing or anything like that, or people just progress forward.
Yeah.
Whoever gets like 10 questions or whatever, that's how we do it.
The problem with this one is the structure of the cards are tough, in that the multiple choice is either way too easy or it's
Mhm.
far too difficult to not give people multiple choice
Yeah.
answers. That's kind of the problem with it. We'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say like make up your own answers, but then people will know what those are because you'll say, "What's the which one of these is correct? The right one, which I said right away, and this or this other thing."
Well, here's an interesting one. What if I do Jeopardy to it? So, who is Kira Maru?
That's
Kira's
Kira
mom.
Nerissa's mother.
Kira's mom. Yep. Let me see. Let's see if I can get a good one that does this.
Well, like answering it first, or
Yeah. Who was born in New Orleans, Earth?
That'd be
Cisco?
Cisco.
Yep, Cisco. What character does Brock Peters play?
Cisco's
Cisco's
dad
dad.
and Admiral Cartwright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is a better way to do it.
Except when people start yelling to go for
Who? Yeah, let's see here. Let me find a better one.
Love the cat.
What
Nick.
did the prophets
Thanks.
send to the Bajorans?
The orbs?
The orbs.
The
Orbs
yeah.
and emissaries?
I'm not good at speed. I need a second to hear the question, but
Well,
whatever.
Or maybe I just have less lag.
That might be a way to go about this. Some of them are kind of difficult to do that. Why did you can kind of do it by altering the question, like why was Kor angry at the albino?
Killed
Because
his
he killed
firstborn
his
son.
firstborn son.
Yeah.
See, I'm not that fast. I know the answer.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just try to race it.
I think
I think honestly, the first way that we were doing it worked pretty well. Or we could try this because the CNET ones are pretty good too, and I wouldn't mind hosting that if you wanted.
Sure. If you want to do that next time, I
Sure.
can play the game if you want to host.
I'd be curious to see how well you do.
I know. I'm curious to see how poorly I do. But that's it. So that's that
I had a
game.
lot of fun, man. That was great. I like that game. Like I said, I just think the stealing kind of throws it off because I like to keep track of exactly how many we're getting right and wrong.
Well, also it's
And
difficult when you can't
that's
see the
all
board.
Yeah. No, but I like to keep track of like, if you get, if you got more questions right, that should be count for something.
Is this a dick
Yeah.
measuring contest? Is
No.
that
No, I mean I can see his point too. It's frustrating. Like if he got, well, I mean also, if you got the questions right, but then if I steal them, I have to answer questions to also get them right. But I suppose it still takes away from yours. So
Well,
yeah,
then-
you could answer more questions, and I could just, if all my questions are just steals, I could answer fewer right questions.
Yeah, that's what my problem is with it.
Yeah, I think that the Trivial Pursuit nature of the game is probably the biggest problem with it. Because Trivial Pursuit is not a good game.
No, just the Borg just the Borg and the phasers is the stuff I don't like for a Skype game like this. If we were actually playing in person, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But for this kind of game where we're trying to do it online, the stealing just throws me off.
Taken into consideration. We'll see how we want to do the next one. I guess that's it.
All
Thank
right.
you everyone for watching.
Thank you. I had a good time.
And I'm going to sign this off now. But yeah, as always, if you guys are watching this, you're on Patreon. So thank you very much for supporting the show. If you want to be a contestant, it's the captain tier type thing. Otherwise, if you're happy just watching the stream at some point, it's the $5 one. And I think that's it. But
yeah,
yeah,
if you wanted to have like a beginner's, I'm sorry, I cut you off. But if you wanted to have like a beginner's trivia, I think these multiple choice questions might be perfect.
yeah, it is a yes. If there's like a beginner's
Yes.
set. I've seen one series and I can do all these things. That's kind of the problem. You have to be a beginner in a weird sense where you've seen all the series at the same time, which is what kind of beginner is that? That's a very strange.
Or just we just say, hey, we need a bunch of people who've seen, or like of the people who are competing, what is the overlap between them? If they've all only seen TNG, then we only do TNG questions. But if they've all seen TNG and DS9, then we can do TNG and DS9 questions.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to stop the recording. We'll stay in the chat for a second, but thank you for everybody for listening and thank you for
Cool.
watching.
See you guys later.
So,
Thanks.
yeah.